Hello and welcome to Yoga Flow with Angela Russell. So we're going to settle into child's pose here as we begin, walking the knees out, drawing the big toes in toward each other, and sitting hips back to heels, folding gently forward, finding some ease, finding some rest where you can. Stomach toward thighs, heart space toward mat, forehead to mat, and then the arms just gently resting above the head, palms face down. Closing our eyes, tuning in, checking in, and finding our breath. Softening through the shoulders, the neck, the face, the jaw. On your next inhale, let's make our way up to our table pose. So onto hands and knees, and then we'll move through cow, belly down, heart forward, and then into cat. Tuck chin to chest, round and arch the back up. Inhale, draw the belly down, pull the heart forward, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding, arching, lifting the spine up. And then move back through cow pose. Cow pose stretching the front of the body, cat pose stretching through the back of the body, and then maybe now shifting into some big hip circles, rounding back toward the heels, shifting gently forward, and then making sure that you take it both directions as you circle around. So trying to create that movement with the body and the breath. Maybe now you work a little more into the head, the neck, the shoulders. So it's just about tuning in and moving kind of freely, just checking out how you're feeling, if you're stiff, if you're tight, if you're sore. Come back to table, grounded palms, grounded knees, right under the hips. And then we'll extend the right leg up behind us. Foot is flexed, toes point down, reach the left arm forward, fingers spread wide. So continue to engage the core and take your arm out to the left. Bend into the right knee as you reach back, gently grabbing the top of the foot. It's a little kick into that hand as you start to draw your heart forward. Keep kicking into the hand and then release. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Gently plant the palm and the knee. And then we'll take a cat and a cow. So a little release as we soften before we re-engage. So from our cat pose back to that table, draw the belly button in and then lift the left leg up. Flex foot, heel up, toes point down. Right arm reaches forward, fingers are spread. Strong core, working to support our low back. And then we'll take that right arm and reach it off to the right. Bend that lifted left knee. Start to reach back, grabbing the foot, gently kicking into the hand, pulling the heart forward, creating a bit of a back bend. Breathe, balance, and then release arm, extend the leg, flex the foot, take the hand and the knee down, and then again we find that cat pose, maybe a little sway as we come into cow pose, finding breath, and then we start to shift into downward dog. So we're planting our palms as we walk our dog, bending one knee, grounding the opposite heel, and then change the knee that bends and grounded heel. So just taking it side to side. Lift both heels, bend both knees, draw the stomach toward your thighs, and then straighten the knees and guide the heels down. Keep pushing through your palms, grounded fingers. Lift the heels, bend the knees, gently push that stomach toward the thighs, keep your neck long. Straighten the knees, guide the heels down. Big breath in, big breath out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, push stomach to thighs. Now look forward and then walk yourself top of the mat. Take your feet at least hip distance here. Stay soft, bend the knees, start to rest your stomach toward your thighs, grab onto opposite elbows. And then with that nice long neck, you might gently sway through the sides of the body. Shifting weight, melting forward, lengthening down. Come back through center, really work that stomach toward your thighs. Feel the breath move down that spine long. And then release your hands down. Take your feet a little bit wider out, at least to the edges of the mat. Bend your left knee. Left hand under nose as your right arm reaches up, opening your heart space to the right side of the room. Right arm wraps behind the waist, gently rolling top shoulder back. Keep lengthening the spine, long through the neck. Right arm reaches up. Right hand comes down. Swap sides. Bend your right knee. Left arm lifts up as we now open that heart space to face the left side of the room. Left arm wraps behind the waist, gently rolling shoulder back. Keep that spine long, neck long. Left arm reaches up and then comes back down. We'll now heel toe our feet back in, big toes to touch, leaving some space between our heels. Hands come to shins, flat back, pull your heart forward, and then fold, bend your knees, round and soften down. Inhale, nice flat back, pull that heart forward, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, soften, round. One more. Inhale, half lift, a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, now reach and rise, arms out wide, draw the palms together overhead, and then release the arms wide as you fold forward and down, melting. Inhale, lengthening, pull the heart forward. Exhale, softening as you round. Inhale, reach and rise, bring those palms to touch, gaze up, and then release, folding forward, hands down, head down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, melting down. Inhale, reach and rise, expand through the arms, palms touch, gaze up, take a little bit of a back bend here, hips forward, heart up, reach back, lean back, go back. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to your mat as we step back to plank pose, top of our push-up. So we're nice and high on those back heels, so we're on the toes. Planting through the palms, always pushing energy down. So energy of the hands down as we lift the heart up. Energy of the heels lift. Energy of the core engages, belly button draws in. Neck is long, gaze is down. Slowly lower the knees. And then gently start to lower the belly, the chest, and the chin. Tops of your feet touch down. Keep the palms planted and squeeze the elbows in towards each other on the side of the body. Baby cobra is next. Inhale, peel the heart up. Keep the elbows in. Keep the elbows bent. Exhale, lower chest and chin. Again, inhale, peel that heart up. Exhale, lower chest and chin. Last one. Inhale, lift that heart. Keep the elbows in. Exhale, lower back down. And then you'll tuck your toes and slowly start to push yourself up and back into downward dog, adjusting your stance and walking your dog. Maybe a quick shake of the head, yes and no. A little shift through the hips, the shoulders, always planting through the palms, grounding through the knuckles, and gently guiding energy down the heels. Now lift those heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, big toes touch. Inhale, half lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold and round. Inhale, reach and rise, arms up. Interlace your hands, release the pointer fingers, thumbs are crossed. Good. Inhale up out of the waist and then start to reach, stretch, and lengthen both sides of your body to the right. Energy up the sides of the body, out through the arms. Try to keep your palms together, that bottom right shoulder forward, and then inhale through center. Good. Next breath in, lift up out of the waist, and exhale to reach, to lengthen, to stretch both sides of the body over to the left. Energy up the sides of the body and out through the arms. Shoulders draw down the back, palms try to stay together. Inhale, lift back through center, gaze up at your hands. Now we back bend, engage the glutes, ground the heels, heart forward, hips forward, look back, reach back. Slowly inhale up, exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to mat. We step back to find that plank pose, engaged core. Inhale, push the mat away. Exhale, start with the knees down, then lower belly, chest, chin, tops of your feet down. Now we're going to push, grow into cobra. So we start to straighten the elbows. We'll spend a couple breaths here. You might shake your head side to side, maybe even up and down. Chin toward chest, chin toward ceiling, toward sky, and then shift back to hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift the knees, and find your downward dog. Always feel free to adjust and to move in any pose with every breath. Lift your heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs. Look forward, step forward, big toes touch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and round. Inhale, reach and rise. Interlace hands, release those pointer fingers, lift up out of the waist and reach, lengthen, stretch, long lines through the sides of the body over to the right. Right shoulder forward, heart is open. Good. Rounded heels, hips slightly left, reach and reach and reach. Inhale, come back through center, pause. Next, inhale, breath, lift out of the waist, and then we reach, we lengthen, we stretch both sides of the body over to the left. That bottom left shoulder stays forward. Energy comes up and out of the waist, all the way through those hands, palms together. Hips slightly right, and then come back through center. Gaze up to your hands. Good. Engage your glutes. Ground your heels. Start to push the hips forward. Lift the heart up. Reach back. Look back. Go back. Back bend. Compress that low back. Engage the glutes to help support. Keep guiding the hips forward. Go back a little bit further if you can, and then slowly start to come back up. Release the arms as you fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back, find your plank, engage the core, lower the knees, then the belly, chest and chin, elbows are in. Tops of your feet down, push through that cobra, lift your heart. Take another breath, shoulders down the back, shift to the knees, tuck your toes, and then lift the knees and find your downward dog. Draw that tailbone up high behind you, toward the ceiling or toward the sky. Let the head hang nice and heavy down toward the mat, down toward the ground. Inhale, right leg lifts, foot is flexed, heel up, toes point down at your mat. Look to your right hand and step next to your right thumb. Plant your back left foot, 45 degrees. We're setting up Warrior A. So lift the upper body, reach out through the arms. Make sure that you feel nice and grounded in your back left heel, and then draw your left hip slightly forward. You want to bend deeply into the right knee over the ankle as we draw the right hip back. Shoulders are drawing down the back. The heart is lifted, the heart is open. And then we take hands down to the mat, step our right foot back, find our plank. You can lower knees, belly, chest, chin, tops of your feet. Push into your palms, growing your cobra, lifting your heart. And then shifting to knees, tuck your toes, find your downward dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts, foot is flexed, heel is up, toes point down. Gaze to your left hand, step next to that left thumb, and then plant your back right foot. Ground your heel for your Warrior A as you lift your chest. Out of the hips, out of the waist, and out through those fingertips. So as you reground or constantly ground into that back right heel, you're drawing the right hip forward. Left knee is working over the ankle, and you guide your left hip back. Keep the heart open, keep the shoulders drawing down, but the energy lengthening you up. Energy out the fingertips, energy down through the feet. Hands to your mat. Step your left foot back, find that plank. Slowly lower down. Again, you can start with the knees. Come all the way down. Push through those palms as you lift into your cobra, heart open. And then making your way into your downward dog. Breathing our way through those flows, using your knees anytime you like. Skipping the flows. Lift both heels, bend the knees, stomach to thighs, gaze forward, step forward, big toes touch. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, setting up chair, bend your knees. Bottom draws back as you lift your heart, your arms, reaching up. Grounded heels, light in the toes, tailbone draws down, heart reaches up. Good. Hands to mat, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, find plank. Inhale to push the mat away. Exhale to lower slow. Inhale as you grow into cobra or up dog, lifted heart, open heart. And then lifting your hips and making those heels down toward the mat in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, foot is flexed. Step to your right thumb, ground your back foot, Warrior A setup. Grounding low body, lifting and light through upper body. Shoulders draw down, heart is open. Hands to mat. Right foot steps back, finding plank. Lower slow. Inhale, lift your heart, push through those palms. And exhale, making your way into downward dog. Try to relax the neck, relax the face. Inhale, left leg lifts, flex foot. Step forward, ground the back heel, and then lift to your warrior A. Good. Grounding into the low body, into the legs. Knee over ankle, both hips are forward, and then reaching nice and light up through the arms. Hands to mat. Step left foot back, plank and flow. Following your breath. Our inhales are the lifters, heart up. And then exhale as we make our way into that down dog stretch. Lift your heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs, look forward, step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, set up chair, knees together, bend the knees, sit the bottom back. Lifted heart, long through the sides of the body, grounding into your heels. Stay really bent in the knees, tailbone down, and then hands to mat, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back. Find plank and follow breath as you flow. Meeting with your hips high in your downward dog. Check your grounding. Inhale, right leg lifts, flexed foot. Step forward, warrior A. Chest up, arms up, left hip forward, right hip back. Hands come together in front of heart as we open to warrior B. So you can step that left foot back, right knee over right ankles, shoulders just over the hips. Arms are strong, reaching out of the shoulders. Gaze is forward. Flip your front palm, reach forward, and then reverse your warrior. Without any shift in the low body, we want to lengthen through the right side, reaching up. Come back to your warrior two, steady over the hips. Shift forward, side angle, right forearm, right thigh, left arm up. Open your chest, draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale through warrior two. Hands to mat. Right foot steps back, find plank, and follow your breath as you flow. Meeting in down dog, find your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts, flexed foot. Step forward, warrior A, round, and lift. Right hip is forward, left hip is back. Both heels are anchored. Hands together in front of heart. And then we might step that right foot back and in line with that left heel. Good. No change really in that low body, in the left knee over the ankle. Shoulders are right above the hips. Arms are strong. Flip your front palm, reach forward, now reverse. So steady still in that low body as you lengthen and lift up out of that waist. Left side reaches and stretches up. Shift to warrior two. Arms reaching right out of those shoulders. And then shift forward, left forearm, left thigh, right arm up for side angle. Opening the heart space, drawing shoulders down the back and away from the ears. Lift up to your warrior two, strong and steady. Hands to mat. Step left foot back, find your plank, and breathe to flow. Push through those palms, relax down the neck, lift your heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs. Look forward, step forward, big toes touch, set up your chair, half lift first. And then bend your knees, sit your bottom back, chest up as you reach up. Ground your heels, draw the tailbone down. Fold forward, hands to mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Find engage in that plank and then breathe through your flow. Hips right back up. Focus on your breath. Release if you can with your exhales. Try to soften. Lift your heels. And now we're going to roll. We're going to shift. We're going to wave through the spine. As we shift forward, we find ourselves in plank, shoulders over wrists. And then you start to lift your hips, pushing through those grounded palms, finding our downward dog, the heels to the mat. Lift your heels, tippy toes, slow, controlled, engaged. You start to roll to shift through the spine. Once again, finding that plank, keeping the hips up with the shoulders, the belly button drawing in, pushing into your palms. And then start to lift your hips back up, guide your heels toward the mat. One more time. Lift your heels, tippy toes. Roll, wave. Feel the shift, feel the wave as you make your way into plank. Pause, engage, strong and steady. And then lift right back up to downward dog. Nice big breaths. Lift your heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs. Look forward, step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Arms up overhead, palms touch. Hands together down in front of heart space, and release arms down alongside you for mountain pose. Finding your mountain pose, maybe rolling through the shoulders here. Feeling grounded, feeling open, heart space open. Feeling relaxed down the shoulders. Now we're going to shift into our left leg. Bend your right knee, come onto your toes. Right knee up in line with your hip as you flex your right foot. Standing tall, heart is open. Interlace hands around that right knee. Start to draw it up a little closer to you, to your chest. Balancing on that left leg. Gently release. Right hand stays on the knee as it starts to open out to the right. Your left hand can come to your left hip. Keep gently guiding that right knee out. Focused, come back through center, both hands to hips, and then you kick your right heel forward. Maybe you release your arms down alongside you. Maybe you extend the arms up overhead, and then gently right foot comes down, arms comes down, palms are facing forward. You roll your shoulders up and back and find your mountain pose once again. Steadying to shift our weight to right leg, bend your left knee, come to your toes. Knee in line with hip, foot is flexed, heart stays open. Long spine, shoulders draw down the back. Now we're balancing on our right leg, keeping focus. Interlaced hands around that left knee might draw that thigh a little bit closer into the belly. Releasing right hand to hip, left hand stays on the left knee, and then we start to open it over to the left, gently guiding with that left hand. Continue to work the balance, engaging the core as you stand tall. Try to relax down the neck, down the shoulders. Come back through center, maybe both hands to hips as you extend your left leg out. You can release the arms down alongside you, or again, reach them up overhead. Keep that foot flexed, keep lifting, 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 and then gently release left leg down. You can shake it out, walk it out a little bit. Shift weight forward and back, heels and toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's take a little back bend. Hips are forward, heart is up. We reach back, we go back, engage the glutes, ground the heels. Inhale up, and exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift, finding chair pose, knees together as you bend, sitting bottom back. And then chest forward, arms draw back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your arms, keep sitting low. Exhale, chest forward, arms reach back, squeeze shoulder blades. Inhale, heart up, arms up. Exhale, reach back, squeeze shoulder blades, sitting nice and low. Inhale, back through center. Good. Now see if you can sit your bottom an inch or two lower, and then fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to your mat. Folding forward, bend your knees, work your stomach to your thighs, and then reach back to grab the ankles. Try to work your elbows back behind your knees. Relax your head and neck down. You might even shake it yes or no a couple times. Lift the tailbone up. Keep gently drawing the upper body toward the lower body, the forehead toward the knees or shins, the stomach coming close to those thighs. Energy up the tailbone, and then energy down through the head. Slowly release, hands to your mat, step back to plank, and work through your flow. Breathe through your flow, slow and steady. Walking out your dog, shaking head and neck. Feel grounded. Lift your heels. Roll, wave, shift to plank. Engage core, belly button always drawing in. Right knee, right elbow, then back. Left knee, left elbow back. And lift your hips to downward dog. We'll do that again. Lift your heels, tippy toes, roll, wave, shift slow and controlled forward to plank. Right knee taps right elbow back, left knee taps left elbow back, hold plank, and then lift your hips as you guide your heels to downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step forward, take your warrior A, ground your back foot, chest up, arms up, left hip forward, right hip back, right knee over right ankle. Hands to heart as we adjust and open, warrior 2. Right knee is still over right ankle. Flip your front palm, reach and reverse warrior, right hand high to the sky. Warrior 2, shift to side angle, maybe right elbow just inside that right knee. Shoulders always drawing down and away from the ears, opening heart space. Lift to warrior 2, reverse warrior, back to warrior 2, side angle once more, right elbow inside right knee, maybe half wrap, so left arm wraps behind the waist, gently drawing that top shoulder back. Right arm reaches up, right hand comes down, and we come up on our back toes. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up for a low lunge twist. Open your heart. Maybe take that right arm, wrap it behind the waist. Now we're gently rolling the right shoulder up and back. Right arm reaches up and then comes back down. Bring your left knee down to your mat. If you have a block, you can bring that in to rest your forearms down. We're gently sinking the front of the hips down toward the mat. Releasing and relaxing head and neck down. Focused on the breath. Keep that right knee drawing in toward your right shoulder. Slowly start to come back up. If you had a block there, you can move that out of the way. Right hand plants, left hand plants, tuck your back toes, lift your knee. Now shift into side angle. So your left arm reaches up to open the chest. Inhale through warrior 2. Come to crescent lunge. So we're up on the back toes as we face forward. Bring your hands together down in front of heart space. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, now we twist. Left elbow comes outside right thigh or knee. Little bit of pressure into that bottom left hand and elbow to help us with the twist. Come back through center, hands at heart. And take your hands to your mat, step your right foot back, find your plank, and then use your breath as you move yourself through your flow. Finding our way to downward dog. Good. Use that breath. Big inhale. Big exhale, release. Inhale, left leg lifts, flexed foot. Step forward, warrior A, ground, and lift. Chest is up. Left knee over left ankle, left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Hands to heart, and then we adjust, opening to warrior 2. Left knee still over left ankle. Flip front palm, reach forward, reverse. So that left hand coming high for the sky. Reach up, look up. Back to warrior 2. Side angle, maybe sliding left elbow inside left knee. Right arm reaches up. The shoulders draw down. You come back to warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Left hand reaches up and back. Shifting through warrior two and forward to side angle. Left elbow inside left knee, right arm up. And maybe that half wrap, drawing right shoulder up and back to help open the heart space. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Right hand comes down as we lift our back toes, finding low lunge. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up for that low lunge twist. Keep the heart open. Left arm might wrap behind the waist. Now we're drawing that left shoulder up and back. Left arm reaches up and comes down inside that left foot. Right knee comes down. If you're using a block, you can take your forearms down to the block. Start to sink the front of your hips gently forward and down. Make sure that you're relaxing, easing up through the neck and the head. Left knee draws gently in toward that left shoulder. Start to lift yourself slowly up, removing block if it was there. Left hand inside left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee. Then plant that back foot as we open. Right arm reaches up for side angle. Inhale through your warrior two, shoulders over hips. Shifting forward, crescent lunge, so we're up on those back toes. Hands come together, thumbs in front of heart. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, working the twist. Now it's the right elbow that's crossing to that left thigh or knee. Using a little bit of pressure into that bottom hand and elbow to work the twist. Back through center, hands at heart. And then hands to mat, left foot steps back. We find our plank and breathe through flow. Pushing your hips high for downward dog. A little bit of movement, a little bit of walking out. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, we are going to make our way to our knees and find our child's pose. So we'll walk the knees out, big toes in, sit hips to heels, and then gently fold, melt, soften forward and down. Arms up overhead, eyes closed, just like we did to start. Connecting to our breath and checking into our body, to our physical space, our physical needs. Allow everything to slow and quiet. Inhale, we start to make our way up to our table pose, hands and knees, belly button draws in, and then we'll make our way through cow pose, belly down, heart forward, into cat pose, arched back, chin to chest, another cow pose, tailbone lifts behind you, cat pose, the tailbone draws down, and then maybe you start to circle. Remember, if you're circling or rounding, shift directions. Both ways. Roll through the head and neck if that would feel good. Work more into the shoulders or the sides of the body. We're going to make our way to our downward dog. Hips are high. Push through those palms. Ground the knuckles. Fingers spread wide. Lift your heels. Roll, wave, shift forward, find a strong plank, engage core, right knee, right elbow back, left knee, left elbow back. Shift your hips up, find downward dog. One more time. Lift your heels, tippy tippy toes, roll, wave, shift forward. Keep strong and engaged here. Right knee, tap right elbow back. Left knee, tap left elbow back, and lift your hips to your downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, flexed foot. Step between your hands and come up to warrior two. Open chest, shoulders stack over hips, right knee is working over right ankle. Good. Feel the engagement of the arms. Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Right hand now reaches high for the sky. Shift forward, warrior two. And then side angle, right elbow slides inside right knee, left arm reaches up, open chest. Inhale up, reverse triangle. Straighten that right knee as you reach the right arm up and back. Warrior two, knee over ankle. Straighten that right knee, turn your toes facing right side. Gaze up, arms up, setting up for wide leg forward fold. Start to come forward, reach around to grab ankles or calves or heels. Shake the head, yes and no. Feel length and energy draw down the spine, out of the head and toward your mat or the floor. Energy draws up the backs of the legs, out through the hips, out through the tailbone for the sky. Use the arms, gently pull, gently guide, upper body down, relax through the neck, lift the hips up, draw the forearms toward the shins, and then start to release your hands under your nose, nice flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. And then expand the arms out wide, up and in line with your shoulders. Use your core, use your breath to lift to standing. And then find your warrior two. Bend into that front knee, gazes forward. Hands to your mat as we set up side plank. So you lift and roll onto the edge, the pinky edge of that left foot. Right foot steps back. Right arm reaches up, hips up, open chest. Now right arm reaches underneath you and back up. Underneath, around your ribs and back up. Underneath and behind and back up. Right hand comes down to plank. Knees come down for 5 tricep push-ups. 5, 4, elbows in. 3, 2, 1. And then lower all the way down, maybe taking your flow nice and easy, gently pushing through the palms. Taking your time, you might shift back through knees, ease your way up to downward dog, walk it out. Shake it out, shake your head, shake your neck. Ground yourself, your palms and your heels. Draw that tailbone up nice and high. Inhale, left leg lifts, foot is flexed. Step between your hands and open up to your warrior two. Finding your stance, left knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, arms lifted, arms strong. Flip the front palm, reach and reverse warrior, left hand to the sky. Back to warrior two. Shift forward, side angle, left elbow slides inside left knee, right arm reaches up, opening the chest. Inhale up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left hand reaches up. Warrior two, shift forward, side angle, left elbow inside left knee, right arm reaching up. Inhale and reverse triangle, straighten that left knee as you reach your left arm up and back, 2 straight legs. Bend into front knee, warrior two. Straighten left knee, turn your toes, and then we take hands behind us, interlacing our hands, drawing your shoulder blades together. Inhale first, a gentle back bend, heart lifts, gaze lifts. And then as you hinge forward, pull your heart forward. Keep your spine long. And then slowly draw down. Keep your fingers interlaced if you can. Let the arms get heavy behind you. Maybe a little bending into the knees and straightening into the knees. Let the weight of the upper body and gravity do its work. Try to relax down the neck. Keep drawing energy up through the hips, out through the tailbone. Releasing your grip, hands down under your nose, lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, half lift. Expand the arms up in line with the shoulders. Use your core, use your breath, and lift. Finding warrior two, bend your front knee, gazes forward. Hands to your mat, you start to shift for side plank. Roll to the pinky edge of that right foot. Left foot steps back, left arm up, hips are up, heart is open. Then left hand comes underneath and back up. Reach around for the ribs behind you, lift back up. Reach underneath and behind, lift back up. Left hand comes down, finding plank, lowering your knees. 5 more chaturanga push-ups, elbows in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, we lower all the way down. Inhale through your cobra, lift your heart. Shift to the knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Couple breaths to ground. Soften the face. Lift your heels, bend your knees, stomach to thighs. Looking forward, stepping forward, big toes touch. Half lift, flat back, exhale, fold. Keep your knees together and gently bent. Reach around again, grab those ankles, hug your chest toward your legs, your stomach toward your thighs, your forehead toward your knees or your shins, top of your head toward your feet. Inhale, release, flat back. And then reach and rise all the way up, arms overhead, palms touch, thumbs in front of heart, arms down by your sides. Finding mountain pose, we're setting up. Left leg grounds, right knee bends, come to your toes. Now lift your foot, reach back and grab the inner arch of your right foot with your right hand. Draw your right knee toward your left knee. Left arm reaches up, bicep by the ear. Setting up for dancer. Gently start to reach your heart forward as you kick into your right hand. Left arm reaches out in front of you. Heart comes forward, heart comes forward. Good. Reach a little further, kick a little harder, kick and reach. Focus on one thing. Slowly come back up, release the foot. Arms come down, maybe a little movement before you settle into your mountain pose. Shifting for the other side, bend that left knee, come onto your toes. Then lift your left foot, reach back, grab the inner arch with your left hand. Right arm reaches up, bicep by the ear. Left knee comes down toward that right knee. And then when you are ready, you'll start to move slow. Heart forward, reach forward, kick back, kick into that hand. Keep reaching, keep pulling that heart forward. Good. Focused on your gaze. Reach and lengthen. Kick and lift. Kick, kick, kick. Little more reach. Slow and controlled, you start to lift back up. Release the foot and take the arms down. Maybe move. Inhale, reach arms up overhead, palms touch, a little back bend, hips forward, heart up as you reach back. Inhale, fold forward. Half lift, flat back. Hands to your mat as you step back, finding plank and breathing through your flow. Inhale, right leg lifts, flex foot. Stepping through warrior A. Chest up, arms up, heart up. Hands together as you open warrior 2. Right knee over right ankle. Flip front palm, reach and reverse. Shift forward, side angle. Right elbow inside right knee. Left arm up to the ceiling, to the sky. Lift up, reverse triangle. 2 straight legs. Shift forward triangle. Reach right arm forward, forward. Left hip draws back. Right hand down to shin, left arm up. Left arm can wrap behind the waist. Gently roll that top shoulder back. Again, think long spine, open heart. Left arm reaches up and comes down. Step that left foot in about a foot and then slightly further out to the left. If you still have that block, bring it in outside of that front right foot. Left hand crosses to the pinky side of that right foot and your right arm reaches up for a twist. Long through the side body. Right hand comes down. We bring hands in front of heart. Lift your left leg up. If you'd like, you reach the arms back, airplane arms, warrior three. Now take your hands down for standing splits. Left toes try to reach up as you grab your right ankle with your right hand, guiding the upper body a little bit closer to that strong standing right leg. Release that grip. Hands come together again under the heart center. Left hand down, right arm up. Keep that left leg lifted. Good. Reach that right hand up. Right hand down. Stepping back. Finding flow. Using breath. Keep the core engaged. Downward dog. Walk it out. Sway it out. Breathe it out. Inhale, left leg lifts, flex foot. Step forward, warrior A, ground and lift. Hands together, open to your warrior two, left knee over ankle. Flip front palm, reach and reverse. Left hand reaches up and back. Warrior two, shift forward, side angle, left elbow inside, left knee, right arm reaches up. Inhale to reverse triangle, two straight legs, left arm reaches up and back. Extend to triangle, left arm reaches forward, right hip pulls back, reach and reach and reach, left hand to shin, right arm up, open heart. Adding half wrap if you'd like, draw the right shoulder back, keep the spine long. Right arm reaches up. Right hand comes down with left hand, right foot steps in about a foot and a little bit out to the right. Right hand now crosses maybe to a block outside of that front left foot as your left arm reaches up for a twist. Lengthening sides of the body, trying to keep that low back level. All right, bring your hands together under your heart space as you take that right leg up, warrior three. If you'd like, you can reach the arms back beside you for that airplane arms. Hands to mat, standing split. So your right toes reach up now. We grab that left ankle with left hand as we work to draw the upper body, guide the upper body to that strong standing left leg. Keep reaching out through those right toes. Then bring the hands together again under your heart center. The right leg stays lifted. Right hand down, left arm up, reach with that left arm, keep that heel up, foot flexed, and then hands down as you step back, finding your plank and breathing through your flow. Awesome job. Walk your dog, sway it out, work it out, bend those knees, push through those palms. And now we are going to come down onto our backs. So we are going to do some core work. If you had a block, we will use that block. You don't need the block. We're first going to start by taking the legs up and reaching the arms up. So if you have the block, you can start with the block in your hands. Lift up and take the block in between your feet. Slowly lower the legs to lightly touch the mat and then take the arms up overhead. Lift the legs back up and then reach the arms up. Lift the shoulders up. Grab the block. Now lower the block, lightly touch, and start to lower the legs. Lightly touch. Arms up, block up, and then legs up. Grab the block with the legs. So legs now lower first. Lightly tap, arms reach up overhead, lift the legs back up, lift the arms up, grab the block. Last time, reach arms up overhead, lightly tap, and lower legs down to lightly tap. Start with the arms, lift the shoulders up, reach the legs back up, grab the block. If you can, lift a little bit higher, maybe even tapping the toes with your hands, with your fingertips, engage that core. Low back is grounded down. And then slowly release. Knees into chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Placing the feet down on the mat. We're going to set up for bridge pose here. So the heels are in toward the glutes, knees right under or right over the ankles, and lift your hips up. We can start first by drawing the arms up, but keeping the elbows grounded down. So the palms are facing each other right near the hips, and we keep drawing energy down the feet to lift the hips up. If you'd like, you can now interlace hands underneath you, drawing the shoulder blades a little bit closer as we continue to lift the hips up and lift the heart up. Grounding through those heels, grounding into the tops of the shoulders and the back of the head. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Big breaths. If you'd like, maybe you release the grip, and then slowly we lower the hips down. Bring your knees back in as you rock side to side along your low back. Legs up. Now we're gonna rock and roll here a couple times, finding our way up to boat pose. So that's balancing on our seat. You can release grip behind the thighs, reaching forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, they reach forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. And then hold here. Lift your heart. And slowly lower the heels, the feet down. Hug your knees, chin to chest. Rounded back. All right, so now we are going to make our way to separate leg stretch. Right leg comes out, left heel draws in. Just adjust so you find a comfortable seat. Reach the arms up overhead, lengthen, take a slight twist over that right leg. Reach around to grab the ankle, the foot, or the calf. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pull your heart forward to your toes, and exhale, round down. Let the head get heavy as it starts to come down toward the knee or the shin. Feel the stretch along the leg, the back of the leg. Feel the stretch along the low back. A little stretch as we twist. You're going to take a couple variations. So inhale, lengthen up. Now take the left hand, grab the pinky side edge of that extended right leg, and then your right hand is going to come back alongside your hip or beside your thigh to give a little bit of leverage so that you gently twist a little bit deeper. Now you can come up halfway and keep that length, or you can round. It's up to you. Whatever would feel better as we take this twist just a little bit deeper. So inhale, come back up. Now we're going to take the right hand, the forearm, the back of the forearm, and the hand down. Left arm reaches up as we open our heart space, and then take that left arm and maybe draw the bicep closer to the ear. You're reaching over the leg toward the foot. But you want to really keep that heart space open. Keep drawing length and energy all along the left side, coming out of the hip, out of the waist, all the way through that side body. Take the left arm up, slowly lifting the rest of your body up, and then we'll swap it out. So the left leg comes out and the right heel comes in. Again, you can adjust to find a comfortable seat. Both arms reach up overhead, lots of length as we take a slight twist and come over that left leg, reaching around for ankle, foot, or calf. Inhale, pull the heart to your toes. Exhale, start to fold, start to round, let the head get heavy as your forehead draws closer to your knee or your shin. Close your eyes and just feel, embrace the stretch coming along the back of that left leg as it extends. That low back and that gentle twist. Slowly start to lift up as we take that alternate. Right hand now reaches for the pinky side of that left leg. Left hand places down alongside your thigh or closer to your hip, giving that little bit of extra leverage as you work to deepen the twist. Now, if it feels better to you to keep a longer spine, a little bit more lift in the heart space, you can stay there. If it would feel good for you to maybe round a little bit, you're welcome to do that. Just listen to your body. Notice what you need for your stretch here. Start to release as we come back up. Now we're going to take that left hand, place the forearm, the back of the palm down, right arm reaches up as we open our heart space, and then we start to extend, taking that right arm, maybe drawing the bicep closer toward the ear. That arm is extending overhead, but in line with that leg and reaching for the toes. Good. Now it might take a little bit to ease your way into it. So listen to your body. You can add a little bit of a bend to the elbow. You want to keep that heart space open. Really working on stretching and lengthening out of the hip all along that right side. Right arm reaches up and slowly we lift the upper body. All right, let's take both legs straight out in front of us. Feet are together. Rock side to side and then remove some flesh from under each sit bone. Inhale, reach up, lengthen up, stretch up sides of the body, heart space lifts, and then start to hinge forward. Pull all that energy, that long line through the upper body, forward, forward, forward. Gently bend the knees, stomach to thighs. Inhale, half lift, heart to toes. Exhale, once again we round. Let the weight of the upper body draw down a little bit closer to the legs. And then move with each breath, very gently, very slowly. Inhale, we lengthen, heart space pulls slightly forward. Exhale, we round and ground. Upper body gets a little bit closer to the lower body. Maybe the backs of the legs get a little closer, a little more grounded into the mat or the floor. Each breath, inhale, lengthens, exhale, round. Slowly start to lift yourself back up, and then we'll make our way onto our backs. Knees to chest. Let's give ourselves a moment to ground, and we'll find happy baby. So bend your knees and maybe reach around and grab the pinky edges of your feet, or you can hook your big toes. We still keep those knees bent. We're drawing the low back down, the tailbone down, the backs of the shoulders down. You might stay still or you might rock side to side. Come back through center, release knees into chest. Setting up for Shavasana. First inhale, forehead to knee. Squeeze yourself into a tiny little ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale and expand. Take your legs out as wide as your mat. Toes roll away from the body. Arms are down alongside you, and we've got palms face up to signal that we are ready to receive. Entering our Shavasana to soften, to melt, to surrender, to accept practice that is complete, the body that has been worked, the breath that has been released, softening the face, grounding, and releasing any tension through the body. Scan your way from top to bottom. Shavasana. Starting to wiggle fingers and toes. Head can nod gently from side to side. Arms begin to reach up overhead. Let's get a nice big stretch. Bring your knees back into your chest, rocking gently side to side. Maybe coming all the way off to your right side, using your arm as a pillow. Just a couple quick breaths here. With eyes still closed, gently start to lift yourself up to a seat. Easy seat, your legs cross. And then we bring our hands together, palms to touch and thumbs to heart center. It has been my honor to guide you through your practice. Wishing you well and sending you love. Namaste.